Aaron, you and me, we're the older ones of the AO crew. Do you remember
Yeah.
much about that sort of 96, 97 season?
Um, all I really remember um, was us just not being very good. And then Steve Grit took over, and all of a sudden it seemed to give us a bit of a belief. And speaking to my dad about it, and he was just saying he just seemed to change the whole outlook on how we would actually play games. I would have been 4. Yeah, 4. And so my dad was still going quite a lot. And he was saying how amazing he didn't get to go to the Doncaster game, but he said, if he was there, it was just the feelings of being the last game of the Goldstone, the way it happened, it was such a scrappy goal, and I love watching it back. Just the commentary as well, I think makes it 10 times better. Like 100% makes it goosebumps every time, really. And then obviously go to Hereford and win up there. And I looked at the celebrations in the crowd, and I was thinking, imagine what it would be like to have been there. Like, just imagine the absolute, like, we talk about limbs now. Like, imagine a single goal keeping your beloved football club, not even it's just staying in Division 3, keeping really the club in existence. I can't really say that enough. Without those 2 goals, well, 3 goals, the one at Doncaster, the 2 at Hereford, we wouldn't be where we are now. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. And without Dick Knight, this club would be nothing. Without those players and Steve Grit, this club would be nothing. It wouldn't be here. And that's a scary thought. I think Steve Grit said something yesterday. He's seen teams go into what would have been the national conference. I think it would be back there, back in those days, back in the good old days, Tom. And he's seen teams not come out of there. You likes of Stockport. Stockport are a big club. Obviously, they're doing well now. They've been in there for years. They've been in the Conference North for a long time. I remember watching Stockport at the Wifteen, and I remember Washington Diamonds, obviously Bury, obviously, but teams like that, and it makes you very grateful that when you look back and think how close we were from going out of existence, going out of the Football League, to us bitching and moaning that we've conceded 2 goals in the Premier League at a 30,000 seat stadium in Brighton. It just puts everything into perspective, really. And I think a lot of I don't know if we have a lot of older fans. Is it older? God, I sound like an old man here, Tom. But the people who've gone, been to the Goldstone, been to Priestfields, years at the Wifteen, it's people like you guys who've made this club, and now it's us, the younger generation, to push us on even further. And it doesn't make them less of a fan because they weren't born then, or they didn't know anything about the history. We are at one as a football club. Even if you were born in the 1960s or start of 2000s, or anything like that, you still support this football club. You back the football club, whatever happens. Doesn't matter if you, like I said, doesn't matter if you've been to the Wifteen or been to Priestfields. You've done the 2-hour trek there and back to watch us get battered because in Division 3 because we couldn't do anything. People like that built the foundations for what we have now. Now it's our turn to build foundations for what we have in the future. And hopefully, touch wood, we never have anything like that again. I wouldn't wish on anyone, even the likes of Palace. I wouldn't want that to happen to them. because we are one of a kind in that sense, where we were so close from being nothing, and then within 25 years playing our 5th year in the Premier League is, to me, still ridiculous. I can't get my head around the fact that we're still in the Premier League. I know we spoke about it last time, but going up, getting promoted against Wigan, I looking on my Facebook memories and stuff, and it was a photo that Brighton actually shared. It was like, we are together in the Premier League, and it was like, I was like, Jesus. I was like, even now, it's like we're still Premier League. It's like it feels so surreal. And I've watched games where we've been battered at home by Scunthorpe, who are now out of the Football League. You know, at the Wifting, in the pissing rain and freezing cold, wearing my beautiful white poncho, and just to see where we are, it still baffles me. I know what you say. It still absolutely baffles me. It makes me so proud to be a Brighton fan and to be where we are now. And yeah, absolutely, just that's enough waffling for me. But yeah, that would do.
Beautifully put, Aaron. I don't think I could put it any better myself, mate. Really good stuff. What I will say, I suppose, is it's just mad to think that 25 years ago we were on the brink as a club, and just how 2 goals, 3 goals, changed the course of this club's history forever. Because as Aaron says, back then, especially if you drop into the conference, that's pretty much it. Your club's gone. And who knows, maybe we'd all be supporting Portsmouth or Southampton or Lewis or something. I don't know. Who knows what would have happened to Brighton Hove Albion